not. Uh-oh, something went wrong.
Which guy?
Oh,
The
something's
YouTube
gone wrong.
guy.
Why has it gone wrong?
Admiral Lowe has been chosen.
Yeah, it's weird. This is to me, and it's extremely annoying. Subregions. Yep. Right. Which one am I doing? Camera 3 is golden. Okay.
Oh, I should have shaved and got a haircut for this.
Or just wet your hair at all.
Ah, then it won't look like I just woke up. Even though I've been up for like...
Let's see, I would say I've been up for 3 hours.
Yeah. Okay. Excuse me, viewers. I'm just trying to get the webcam working. Okay, that's that one. There we go. Oh, okay. Okay, that was interesting. Let's get on with it. Hello, I'm Abby the Rat, and welcome to Clan Corner. Oh, I feel a little chill in the air. Death are coming for me. Oh, don't scare me like that. It's just members from the Grim Reaper clan. Joining with me today, we have Grim, the leader of the Grim Reaper. Oh, Grim.
Hey.
Grimick. That's hi. And GoldenGlade, Vice Commandant of the Grim Reaper, and also is an in-game moderator. I think I better be on my best behavior.
That's true. Better be.
Oh,
How y'all doing?
The viewers may also ask any questions for the clan and all the players of the Grim Reaper, and near the end I will take the best questions and ask them. So anyway, guys, just pretend aside. There's a couple of things I have to ask about the clan. What's the Grim Reaper all about?
Do you want me to take that one? Okay, thanks, Glade. So I would say like our primary purpose is teaching new players. We're really big on introducing new people into the game. That's what we've been doing since we started. Because we all started as new players, and we know how it is, and it can make a big difference having a clan to help you out. So we've always been about teaching new players, and then also keeping up like a more serious competitive side on the other end that they have something to grow into. We also do a lot of like social kind of community things. I don't know, like Grim games are pretty big, and it's not even anything organized, but we just have a lot of fun. It's just a group of people that have a lot of fun together and teach new people how to play.
Interesting, because the Grim Reaper is all about death, but you want to help players?
I know, it's crazy. Well, we want to help them to help us kill people. Yeah.
Help them help us kill people.
Pretty good.
So how did the Grim Reaper start?
So we started as like a weekender crew. The clan's actually only 3 months old. It turned 3 months on Sunday, so it's very young. I joined 3 months ago and started it that day. So May 10th, and we started as just like a little weekender crew. So it's like 4 guys on a boat. They're like, we're the best crew ever. Like, we're winning in novice matches. We're crazy. Let's start a clan, and we did. And so that grew pretty quickly. And then it was like, once we started the clan, everyone in the lobby's like, hey, can we join the clan? Well, why not? And so then we had a whole lobby in the clan, and it just, like, that level of growth just kept going. So now we're here.
Okay, so the Grim Reaper started as a weekend clan, and then you needed to gain more people. When did it, well, what brought the clan to become more full-time?
I feel bad because these questions are really all for me because they're kind of pre-GoldenGlade, but he'll have his shining moments. He's here for a reason. But what brought us to be a more full-time clan? I would say it was really
I'm sorry, Golden.
I mean, we were pretty full-time all the time, but like what made us serious was trying to get into competitive play. Just at least a little bit. And I was actually like working really closely with Sacrilege. Like I was just having a lot of fun hanging out with them a lot, which is where I met GoldenGlade too. But like Tropo and those guys really tried to help my competitive team get on its feet. And so that's when we were really like, okay, we'll be serious. We'll start a Steam page. That'll make us serious. And so we did. We started a Steam page.
Steam page is the serious moment.
Yeah.
Steam page is the serious moment. So you guys don't have a web page yet, or do you plan to have a web page?
You know, I'm not sure. We've had several offers to have one for free. We were donated a TeamSpeak, so I think we're on the roll in that department of getting free internet stuff. We may have a web page. I don't know. It depends on where we go now.
Okay. So, as I understood, you were struggling with due to the rapid growth in its size. You were struggling to manage the clan.
Yeah.
Yep. And still keep up with the training programs that you guys have to offer. What happened next? What solved the problem? Because obviously it's doing okay.
So there was a point where we had over 150 members and still growing. Like we get more than 5 apps a day, just kind of on a regular. It's normal. We slowed down because we put a message up saying, hey, we don't want people anymore. There are too many. We're too fat. But up until then, we've been easily recruiting 5 members a day, and I could not keep up with it. Even though I'm on every day and I'm always in beginner lobbies and I'm always trying to help people, it was way too much. So it was conveniently around the time, and I was taking a class at the same time. So it's summer for me, but I'm busy too. And so that was kind of when GoldenGlade and I were messaging, and eventually it was like, hey, I'll join and help you out. Yes, savior. So then I got GoldenGlade to help me manage it, and because that just cuts the workload in half. So we were able to keep growing and keep offering everything that we want to offer and keep having a lot of fun without me being bogged down with all the managerial stuff. Now it's split between 2 people, so it's nice.
Okay, so GoldenGlade came in and helped the clan out. Golden, did you expect to be managing the clan so quickly after joining?
I was under the impression that that is exactly what was going to happen. What I did not expect to step into was, however, it was completely disorganized and there was like no centralized anything. So that was kind of my first goal when I stepped in, was to re-centralize everything, because there was really nothing to lead except for chaos. So
it was me and like 150 confused people.
I knew what I was stepping into, and that was not a super big surprise, and I was actually kind of surprised at how quick people, came to me, and we got things working out. If that was even English. I know I kind of zoned out there mid-statement.
Did you mention your motto? Because I heard you guys have a motto.
Yeah.
What's your motto?
Sexy and heartfelt.
Okay, it's a kind of an odd motto for the Grim Reaper clan.
Yeah.
What's the story behind the motto?
It represents our 2 sides here. I'm sexy, and
hi, I'm heartfelt.
Yeah.
I don't know, they're pretty sexy to me, but okay. Woo.
Well, actually, I think it started from a conversation about making Hallmark cards, and all of GoldenGlade's Hallmark cards would be very heartfelt and like, I don't know, lovey-dovey, and mine would just be a picture of me mostly nude, and they'd sell just as well. And that was the idea.
Would it be wrong for me to ask for that nude? Ooh.
Well,
okay.
On the internet.
Okay.
I think that's against Twitch policy.
So Grimick brings the pretty to the clan, and GoldenGlade brings the emotion and structure to the clan. Is that how did I understand that right?
Actually, that's kind of accurate.
Okay.
I put all the strings in the background.
So you formed 3 months ago. So you're very, very, very new to to the Guns of Icarus. So you weren't able to attend the Hypocrisis challenge?
Yeah, no, yeah, we formed after it had already started, so we were kind of out of that race already.
Did you attend any competitive matches since your formation?
We've done a lot of Sunday scrimmages. We've done, actually, I think 4 of those in total, 2 real ones.
I think we flew once with the Black Cloaks, which actually was hilarious because that was not really a match any of us took seriously. We probably should have. And then we flew 2 Sunday skirmishes, or Sunday community skirmishes, back to back, where we finished in the finals both times. When we actually took our matches seriously with me and Grimick as pilot. Unfortunately, we were defeated both times by the Rider Clan, which, you know, honorably, not that bad of a defeat considering they took the HC challenge, or the HC Cup thingy, whatever we're calling it. So I'm not super sad about that.
I mean, I guess that kind of makes them the best clan in the game right now, but whatever.
Whatever. Okay. So Sunday, for those who don't know, Sunday scrimmage is basically sort of like a casual competitive matches that runs every week in a single elimination best of 3 rounds. Because it's sort of like it's mostly casual, but in a way it's a good way for a new team to feel where they are and fight against new teams in a competitive matches, sort of actually coming up with scrimmage against other clans. So you reached in the final twice in a row. Did you expect to get that far?
You know, I would say it depends on the match, because we had 2 very different weeks. The first week we faced Paris Vera, and we felt pretty confident about that one. And we were already seeded in the semifinals, so it was just kind of like, okay, if we can beat Paris Vera, we'll be in the finals. And so, yeah, we made it that time without too much sweat, with a 10-0 victory. That was nice. Then the next week we faced Sacrilege, which was kind of a different story. Like, I really wanted to win that one because, you know, they helped me out, and so it was just kind of like competitive rivalry. Since they really helped me start the competitive team, I wanted to be like, you know, oh, okay, you guys have helped me, but now I'm good enough where me and my team, we can like do something serious and we can win. And we did. We pulled it out. We had like a 3-0 victory in the first round where they surrendered, and then they just stopped messing around and brought out Metamidians, so we did too. And then we beat them in a Metamidian fight, which was kind of unexpected and really fun. So,
2-0 victory over Sacrilege.
Okay. What do you think let you down? What do you think stopped you from taking first place? What do you think it was your failures, not?
Ooh, I'm gonna take this one. I think the first time when we were fighting the Riders, I thought we were doing pretty well, up until Grimick chose a horrible spawn. So I'm gonna go ahead and blame that one on a communication failure. Even though I do believe the Riders still would have beat us flat out.
Yeah, I wanna point out before I get too much flack that he said this is Fjords we're playing on, and he said spawn by the mountain. Everything's a mountain, so I just spawned near the hill. I was curious about why you chose that spawn, but I just trusted you, and we lost.
Oh! So Grimick trusted GoldenGlade, and it all fell apart. Oh!
I don't want to be that guy, but I was kind of the one calling the shot in every other match.
Yeah, no, it was pretty funny. It was just a communication error. I thought it was hilarious. It was a bummer to lose like that, but we probably would have lost anyways.
Okay, and in the other match?
I don't even remember the other match. I do believe that it was a pretty depressing match, but we definitely did better than the first time. We had more kills against them. But the Riders are just ridiculous with their long-range shots, and that galleon makes me cry every time I see it.
It flies like a squid, and it just gets behind us over and over. Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, they're good. So it was fun. There was a little bit less smooth communication happening, but a big part of that is like, oh crap, they're behind us. Whoops! Like, didn't see that coming. And then you gotta try and adjust, and so it's tough. That's something that we still have to work on to get to the next level. But it's fun.
Okay, so there are many serious tournaments coming up. We got the Timmy B tournament, the MLG tournament, charity tournament, and the Aerodome 2. Do you plan to win a team to any of those events?
Isn't the Timmy B tournament the same as the charity event?
I believe it's two separate events.
I
From my understanding, it was two separate events, but I will check, and if I'm wrong, I will correct you. I will mention it to the viewers next week.
Because I think they got the... What is it? I was in a meeting just the other day for this, too. I should remember. But I think the Timmy B is the competitive one, which is going to be the competitive MLG charity event. No. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Who knows?
Oh,
that's
right, so the captain just left in the
question, though...
The Anti-Tanic has lost their captain. Oh, that's a shame. There was a very good match going on between the two teams.
Yeah, I hate it when people quit, actually. That's my least favorite. Hunt them down and find them in another lobby and keep making them rage quit over and over, but I would never do that.
That sounds horrible.
Sure. Oh. Anyway, so, do you guys plan to bring the team to those events?
You know, I want to say short answer, yes. I would love to bring teams to all those events. We're still kind of in the process of planning that out because I have school starting, and school's really hard, and I have to maintain straight A's or else I lose all my money. So, yeah, so it depends. I think the short answer is yes, we'd love to be at those events. But we're just kind of still figuring out, like we're refiguring out our crews, and we're kind of in a transitive process right now. But yeah, I'd like to, a lot.
Okay. Do you think you would, so if for the event that you think you will be attending, what tactic do you think you want to try? If you want to, you know, tell the viewers, or do you just plan to wing it?
No, we're not going to tell you our plan. Our plan is to not tell you our plan, so you can't build against it.
It's a secret plan, which I think is kind of synonymous to a lot of people as no plan, but it's somewhere in the middle.
You have an idea, but it's not concrete.
We have our ships that we like bringing together, and we have, you know, our flying experience together, and we know what works on what map. That is about as far as we go with plans.
Yeah, I think everything else has got to be really flexible. I think that's an important thing, because you can't predict what the other team's going to do. So coming up with like a concrete strategy is kind of tough, because if they do something you don't expect, then you're kind of in a rut. So we like to keep it loose, but we do know what we like to do and what kind of works for us. So we've been just trying to refine that. Actually, I really want
to try to show off a t-shirt.
What?
What's
No,
up with
I
the
was just...
t-shirt?
What? This is Miyazaki. Studio Ghibli? No? It's only the best animator ever. And storyteller. Aside from me. I'm a pretty amazing storyteller.
Aside from me. Yeah, there's Hayao Miyazaki, and then there's a me. But I'm better.
Whoa. Whoa. I wouldn't say I'm better. That guy's my hero.
So... Now, can at the Cake host the Iron Forker Friday? Do you think the Grim Reaper will ever plan to host any public events?
We do have our Grim games, but they're kind of random as far as public events go. We do host them regularly, and they're pretty much just, you know, we'll bring all the new players in, usually late at night, from like the beginner lobbies, because the beginner lobbies won't usually fill, and me and Grimick, both being community ambassadors, are capable of going in there and, you know, talking to them, bringing them out to the other lobby, and then we can teach them up in a normal lobby, vice them sitting in a beginner lobby all day. And then on top of that, we bring our clan in, so, you know, there's a bunch of people who understand what it's like to be new and, you know, to get the help. So it's beneficial to the community all around.
Yeah,
but as
a lot of fun.
for, you know, actual planned events, no, we don't actually plan on hosting any of them.
Yeah, we're pretty random, but it's fun. I think Grim games are actually something that we do that's really fun and helpful, which is kind of different. And they're really easy to enter, and they just pop up all the time. I mean, they're not planned, but there's, I would say, at least on average 2 a week at this point. They're continuing. This last week has been a little drier, but I'd say usually around 2 a week, and they're like big 3-on-3 games, and they're a lot of fun. I enjoy it.
So would you be thinking about making this sort of like a twice weekly fixed thing for the new players, or you prefer to just leave it flexible?
Do you want to answer?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take it. We're gonna try and leave it flexible, and this way, we don't demand too much from our members, other than they take care of, our members, and any new players they run into. But we don't want to put that additional pressure on them, especially since we're trying to build up a competitive team, and it wouldn't be fair to take all their free time.
Yeah.
Scheduling set Grim games on top of competitive times.
Being in a competitive team is extremely stressful. Oh, the red team wins! Oh, that was a very nice battle near the end. Yeah, so it is a very stressful thing, especially when you have to spend like several times a week, at least like 2 times a week, practicing for just flying against random people, and then you have to try and select scrimmages. And then you've got the actual competitive matches, and then the Sunday scrimmages. It can get very stressful and time demanding. So you're trying to be your best. So moving on away from events and competitive match, where do you think the clan will be in 1 year's time and 5 years' time?
We will be ruling over, the Fjord Baronies or something like that. Because Adventure Mode will hopefully be out, and we will be reigning king with our large amount of newly trained, awesome members.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Adventure Mode holds a lot of potential for a clan like us that's very community-based. I think it'll be a lot of fun to conquer that. Meanwhile, we'll also have a degree in business by the end of the next 4 years, so that'll help. Maybe.
How do you think the business degree will help in with managing your clan?
No actual plans. We'll see. I haven't learned it yet, so we're
gonna sell T-shirts.
You're hoping to make money for the clan?
Rim T-shirts. Well,
sell the T-shirts.
On that note, I kind of want to say anything's possible. Believe in miracles, but I have no idea. We have no actual plans for that. In the next year, we want to maintain growth, and the plan is to get the new people that are now trained so that they're competitive and active members of the community. And so hopefully by the end of a year, we're going to have a lot more experienced people in the clan.
Yeah, sir.
The rule is fake it until you make it. That's what he's trying to say.
So you're aiming to be the clan for a new player to come and join, get experience, and then maybe, let's say bye-bye, or hopefully they join your team. And of course try and beat the Riders. I think everyone wants to beat the Riders right now. They're getting too big for their pants.
If you can do it, that'd be cool. I'd like to see it.
I've not been able to get myself tested in competitive matches at the moment. I'm still trying to find my team.
Mm-hmm. Well,
there's plenty of open seats on the Grim team at the moment.
That's true.
Okay, so now we're moving on to personal questions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sounds like a danger.
Ooh. So, at the beginning of the show, I mentioned that GoldenGlade is a community ambassador moderator. What does that entail?
That entails being pulled out of matches at any given time and having to abandon your crew to take care of troublemakers in other lobbies. It's very depressing because I hate leaving my crew. But sometimes, in order to maintain a good community, which any of you inside the Guns of community know, we have a really great community. So it's not fair to let 1 or 2 people ruin it, especially for new players. So I usually get, called in by other community ambassadors, and I will have to handle any of those issues.
Okay. I'm just looking at my C chat. DRG Supply. It's asking, is this free for all? I'm watching. I'm guessing he's asking, is the game free for all?
Oh, is that what
it's that initial. The game itself has a initial upfront cost. I think something like $14. But however, it's on sale very often. In fact, it's on sale this week on Steam. So if you want to get it for cheap, like for $5, less than $5, I think. You know, go ahead and buy it now. It is extremely worth it, especially if you enjoy cooperative team fighting or player versus player. It is worth getting it. I mean, I started in December and I love it. I've been still playing. I'm now a community ambassador. So seriously, I suggest get it, experience the community, fly the ship with the team of your own. I've been in so many games where people fly ships, and it's always just one player flying the ship. Guns of Icarus is about four people flying one ship. Everyone's responsible for flying the ship. Do you agree, Grimick?
Yeah, it's a really fun game, and right now it's less than $4. So
less than $4.
If you can give up today's coffee, definitely check it out. It's really fun.
Oh no, not the life source of people's day.
Yes, it's on sale. Get it. I honestly recommend it. I mean, here I am. I'm talking to the clan from the Guns of Icarus. And,
I know,
yes,
get it,
and if
get
you
it,
have
join,
any questions and you do join, if you have any questions, do join. Look for the yellow names. Those people are specifically picked to be the greeters, to help you, and to answer any question in game. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. We have basic questions, like I did with the last clan corner with the cake. I got a couple of basic questions. What's your favourite matches and why?
My favorite map would be, I think probably Canyon Ambush, because despite the fact that sometimes you can go in circles and never see the other team, it's always really fun. It's always a good surprise. The brawls are interesting. A lot of fun strategies can happen, and I don't know, a lot of my favorite games have happened there.
Okay, and Golden?
Oh man, favorite map. I don't know. There's a lot of them. I am a fan of the 4v4 map, the red, whatever the name is. I'm not going to try and pronounce that second word because I'm going to mispronounce it. Someone's going to yell at me.
Sepulcher.
Sure, why not? Let's go with that.
I haven't really played on that match very often. I can't remember what it looks like.
It's got a big open field in the middle, and it's got some alcoves off on the side, and it's got a canyon on the southern side. One of the spawns from the other spawn. The map is kind of biased on one side because one side can sit and snipe on the other spawn, and the other side can just sit behind the rocks. So you know.
So is that why you like it? Because you can win?
It's a slower paced game.
I bring a Spire, so you know.
It's a good match for the Spire. Yeah, I can see that.
I'm a fan of the long range game, getting the shots in the count, but that's all about timing, and you got to find a good gunner if you're gonna do that.
This match has a galleon. Oh, that's cool. So we just, as we talked with Grimick, this map that that's been shown on my screen below. This is the Canyon Ambush, and as you can see, there's lots of rocks and there's lots of smoke, and so it's very easy to ambush the other team.
It's really fun. You can really make it live up to its name. I think we'll probably see something interesting at least. Even normal engagements are always a surprise. I think, like, just the other day I was playing this, and this, like, oh, hey, there's all the enemies right there with us. It was fun. I think it was actually a YouTube game. We played a YouTube game with the devs.
Okay, it's, the favourite ships. What's your favourite ships? Why are they your favourite ships?
I think, I gotta say, I like the Spire the most. I think it's always a surprise when you bring a Spire and do really well, and it's a short-range Spire in particular, like a Brawly Spire. I think they're really fun and unexpected to a degree, and I just always have a good time.
Yeah, okay. What's your favourite ship, Golden?
I've always loved the Spire, even before they did the rebuild on it, which, increased the health. Or, actually, it took from the health, but it gave to the armor.
Yeah.
And they moved the balloon in the hull around, so it was more easier to keep alive. But I loved it even back then. Just, the shooting platforms. It's easier to do.
The Spire is a very tall ship.
That is a very disadvantage.
Firepower. All the guns are faced forward.
They didn't used to be, though. I don't know if you knew that. The lower deck gun and the top right gun used to point outboard slightly. With the rework, they pointed them forward.
Makes it even better.
Makes it even better, but it does die very quickly. If you get, even if a Paramedian, which has a lot of mass, if a Paramedian rams a Spiral, that's it. The Spiral will probably just shatter, just there and then if you're not lucky.
I disagree. I saw the Riders bring one into the Sunday Skirmish last week, and it pretty much just walked through everything like it was nothing, and I was slowly starting to lose faith in the Spire as being my favorite ship, but then they renewed it.
I love the Spiral, and my favorite build for the Spiral is a lot of close range weapons, which is it's called a brawler build.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
I like to hide around the corner, wait for the ship to come in, and then go boom, explosion.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what makes it really, really fun, especially on a map like Canyon Ambush. I think that was actually what made me like it. Is there's a piloting achievement where you've got to win on Canyon Ambush in a Spire, and I didn't like when I first saw that achievement. I was like, "Oh, this is crazy! This is impossible!" And so I tried putting short-range guns on it, and it's totally possible, and it's really, really fun. So, ambushing people in Canyon Ambush with short-range Spire is the best. I have some good footage of that too.
Okay, now we're moving on to our favourite class. What do you like flying, the pilot, engineer, or the gunner?
I think we're going to be biased here. I think we're both pilots.
Yeah, he's right. There's nothing worse than being on a ship and feeling so useless because your pilot has put you in horrible arcs.
Yeah.
There is by far no worse feeling. Like as an engineer, yeah, you can hit the hull all day, but if your pilot is not putting you in the right spot, or he's putting you in a position where you're doing nothing but eating like 4 gats,
it's so frustrating.
You're essentially you feel useless.
Yeah, I either like to play gunner with a good pilot, or I'll just kind of get to the point where I'm like, okay, I'll just fly myself. Like, come on. But I mean, I do a lot of gunning and engineering to teach new people, but I can only do it in moderation because I really do like the pilot. It makes a big difference. But, it's interesting. Like, one of the great things about this game is I've met a lot of people who swear by engineering. And I'm like, I don't like engineering. Engineering's my least favorite. They're like, but playing a gunner is so boring, and I don't want to play pilot. I want to engineer. Okay. I guess the game needs more engineers, so whatever. And it's fun because a lot of people can like different things, and I'm totally okay with it because you need all of them to work, And so that's one of the great things about this game. It caters to a lot of different play styles. Ours happens to be pilot. So that's what.
Oh, I just noticed a huge ram from the Paramedian on the goldfish, and then just got a face full of hot shot volley. That was painful. I don't think the goldfish is going to last much longer. Oh, there you go.
Red team is in trouble.
Oh.
Even the galleon's just about to lose its hull.
Yeah. So, do you guys have a favourite weapon?
Oh.
There's a lot of weapons to choose from. Pick wisely.
Yeah, I'm going to say heavy flak. Even though it's not the most practical and we don't use it very often, when you do use it, it's kind of like a surprise because you get or at least the other team, kind of gets into a lull of like, oh, it's a heavy flak, it can hit us and won't do anything, and then their armor goes down for a second and it hits and half their health is gone, or all of it if it's like a squid, and that's just so fun. I love it. Especially if, you can do a Spire with all Gats and a Lochnagar heavy flak, and that's always a fun surprise. I love doing that.
Yes, flak is crap against the armor, but as you were saying, it's amazing against the hull.
Yeah, if you can get the armor down, the flak will do business, and it is fun. It's one of the most satisfying guns to shoot, too, because when you get an instant kill...
Ooh, the blue team is just getting absolutely destroyed in this match.
Yeah, it's not going...
And another captain have left. Oh, that's a shame.
Why?
I may have to jump in there and show them how it's done.
This just unfortunately happens every so often. Sometimes it might be bad game connection, or their parents call them, or it could be that they rage quit. It can happen when you feel like you're can't do much, but it's a bad thing, really.
Is like new pilots will come in and they'll be like, well, I want to fly the Galleon. It's the only ship that actually looks like a ship. Like, if we're honest here, the Galleon's it looks really cool. And so a lot of new pilots want to fly the Galleon, and so they come into like higher competitive matches, or like, just the advanced matches, and they fly a Galleon, and they're shocked to find that everything's on fire, and their crew can't manage the fires, and they don't know what to do, and everything's breaking, and they can't fly or steer or turn or whatever. And then they rage quit because it's not working.
That's exactly why you've made your clan, right?
Pretty much, yeah. We want to teach people how to use Galleons correctly.
The Galleon is a flying brick, essentially. That is what it is. It turns like a brick, it flies like a brick, it hits like a brick. So, I mean, there is an advantage to being a brick. But ultimately, if you don't know what you're doing, the Galleon is not the way to go. Definitely start slow with the Junker and work your way up to the Galleon.
What's your favorite weapon, Golden?
I was gonna say heavy flak, but I don't want to give you the same answer for the third time in a row.
No, what the hell?
Because that heavy flak is totally underrated as far as weapons go.
I'd have to agree with you guys. It is very underrated, but I find it's one of those guns that you need good teamwork with your ally.
Yeah, I mean, I basically want to say that the heavy flakfish is a no-go. Like, that's the worst thing ever.
It is totally useless unless you have an ally who knows what he's doing. And even then, it's really risky, because all they got to do is focus on your ally, and you can't really do much to support them, because you're at a range. But, not to piggyback off the same answer as him, if I had to choose a gun, I would say that I would totally like the Hades, which is the newest gun, I do believe. Shoots flaming balls of fire just through the sky. Has a burst damage, which spreads it across the area additionally. And it's just, not only is it good for stripping hull, it'll also do some decent damage once the hull's down.
Yeah, I definitely hate flying against Hades, because I say it's a counter to my kind of flying style. So I hate flying against the Hades. But Hades is a big ball of flaming death.
Evil death.
Okay, so now Grim Reaper is all about death. Now let's be honest. The Grim Reaper is all about death. He comes for your soul, pass you on to the afterlife. If you could write your own death in a Death Note style, how would you want to die?
Oh man, in a Death Note style. Man, it'd have to be doing something awesome.
I would want to go, in my sleep, because that would be easy. You just kind of die. Not, screaming at the top of my lungs like the passengers in my grandfather's car.
You know, if I was to do a Death Note style, I would do something that's really pushing impossible just so that I could get it done. You know, like build my own flying aircraft and crash into the ground in glorious flames. Something like that, because then at least that point, until my death, I have successfully built a flying aircraft. So the Death Note's going to get that done for me.
So you're going to just do like the Wright brothers without, you know, the fame?
Think more Guns of Icarus. Come on. We're in this show. Like, I want to build a galleon or a spire and have that.
That is a horrible idea. There is no way you'll find any air strong enough to carry that.
And that's why I die. It's perfect. Rolling down the canyons.
Oh,
Good God, the helium!
I told you, you were talking about not wanting to die screaming up the top of the lungs. It reminds me of a joke about the grandfather. The grandfather passed away happily in his sleep, very peacefully. And it's a shame about his passenger who died screaming.
Yep, that's what I was going for. Only I didn't want to put all the punchline in there. You know, to be weird. But no, totally would want to die in my sleep. Because otherwise, I would die doing something retarded. Not so cool like Grimick, but no, I would probably die like punching some guy robbing a store in the face. Be like, no, don't got time for this. And I'd walk up and punch him in the face, and he'd be like, I got a gun, and he would shoot me.
Okay, that's very anticlimactic.
Well, like Uncle Ben in the Amazing Spider-Man. Like, the guy drops his gun and he goes for it. You're like, what are you thinking? That part was painful to watch. Like, I actually felt stupid watching that. Uncle Ben die, because that should never happen.
Okay, what's your memorable moments within the clan?
Ooh, dibs.
Oh, test questions.
Dibs.
Okay,
Most
yeah,
memorable moment? Well, I don't know. I got two. There's one which everybody seems to know about, and I'm not going to tell you about. You're going to have to ask me about that one in game. But the other one is the day we beat
Is it because it's naughty?
It's not naughty.
It's not naughty? Oh, that's a shame. Okay, never mind.
It's the story about how I met my main engineer.
Oh yeah, man,
that is one you have to read. I will type it out to you, and you will enjoy it. But you have to find me in game and ask me. But no, the day we beat Sacrilege in the Sunday skirmish, especially when they brought the dual Metamidian, that was probably my most memorable moment, because I came from Sacrilege, and before Sacrilege I was with a clan called Falconeers. Half of them split off, became a clan called Mercenaries. The other half became the Wolf Pack, and then I was just there in the middle. I didn't choose either, and I went to Sacrilege. Later, Mercenaries joined Sacrilege, and then, you know, just having that moment where we were able to, you know, just defeat just this prestigious clan that's known for their competitive play. Not so much, not quite the Rider clan, but, you know, definitely up there.
So what about yours, Grimick?
Oh man, GoldenGlade, why do we have the same answers? Doggone it! It's almost like we've been hanging out a lot, and we have all the same experiences.
I think what's happening is your mind is melding. You're becoming one.
Yeah, we make.
Maybe I should have just merged your cam into one box for this stream. The way you're thinking alike.
I'll push my face to the right side of the frame, and you push yours to the left. Oh
no,
god, that's
wrong way, other way. There we go.
That's right for me though.
Keep going, you're almost there.
There's way too much room here.
Right.
Yeah, all that.
Don't worry, all this is going to be gone
Grimmick's
soon.
got his head on the screen. That should move your head. That's it. Keep going.
That way?
A bit more.
That way?
There we go. Yay! You become
Anyways.
one.
Yeah, all this will be gone soon, replacing it with the studio.
So Grimmick, your memorable moment was the same as Golden. When you met me.
Beating Sacrilege was super fun. I mean, and it was kind of for different reasons. I mean, GoldenGlade came from Sacrilege, so beating it was obviously, you know, kind of a really fun thing. It's fun to play your friends. I think it just is. I mean, this is the same in sports and video games and anything. When you play against your friends and it's a really good match and you win, there's really nothing like it. It's fun, you know, staying after, even in the lobby, and like just talking to them about it and like how much fun we had. And, oh, it's a good game. We'll get you next time. You know, that kind of like friendly competitive banter. I love that, and so I think beating them was just really an establishing thing. Like, oh, okay, we can do it. We beat Sacrilege. We're like, we have a place here, and it was just really fun. It's a lot of different feelings at once.
You yelled at me for staying in that lobby and saying good game to some of my friends from Sacrilege after we beat them? Just saying? What's the deal with that? Huh?
Did I yell at you? I don't think so.
Yeah, you did.
Like, did I?
You're like, why are you not in this lobby?
Oh yeah, that's because you hung around for like 20 minutes.
It was like 7.
With Dasbox alone.
No, there were other members of
Sacrilege
Sacrilege still in there. There was like 4 of them.
Yeah, no, it was really fun. I don't know. Like we've had a lot of really fun moments. I think it's really hard to compare them, but there's something about winning at competitive play that's just very, kind of raises above everything else. So I think that's where I'll settle.
Okay, so everyone, I'm pretty sure everyone has an opinion about what can be done with the game. So naturally, we all have some sort of ideas. So what idea would you like to see in the game soon?
Okay, so I don't want to get too silly, but this is actually an idea that I'd really love to see implemented. So
if you say porting, I will ban you from the game right now.
No, I think that actually does not sound like fun. I have things that I would actually love to see tried out. Porting is not one of them, but they're actually Spire modifications. I would love to see 2 things. The first one is an observation deck on top of the balloon. That would be so fun. Not only because it's super tall and would be great, but the image of like a Spire and Periton, and you've got a guy on top on lookout, and like you just peek him over the side of the building, and so the other team.
King of the world.
Yeah,
King
exactly.
of the world.
And so you have the other team looking around, and they're like scanning the top of the building, and there's just like one head sticking out. That's what I want to do. I want to be that to someone, so that it's just like really scary that there's a head floating in space right above the building, and the Spire's hiding under it. Also, I would like to see a Gigan chainsaw belly, like the Godzilla monster has a chainsaw belly. I want one on the
So you're just saying you want cosmetic
surgery
in the store?
No, I want a very useful observation deck and a chainsaw belly for better diagonal downward rams.
Oh, for the ship. I thought you actually mean from the belly of the player. I was like, what?
No.
Can you imagine that? Chainsaw in the belly.
Yeah, no, like an adjustment to the Spire so that it's got a chainsaw belly so that you can stab down with it.
I do believe just getting stabbed with the bottom of the Spire should be an insta-kill. Because no matter what ship that hits, even on the Mobula, you're going to go right through that hull and puncture the balloon.
It's
Game
gonna
over.
be pretty nasty.
What's your ideas? What ideas do you want to see in the game?
I don't have ideas. I'm not allowed to share ideas.
You're not allowed to share ideas? Oh, what happened?
They're too real.
No, I talk to the devs. My ideas are all their ideas.
Some cheater.
Oh, okay. Ideas that you're not sharing with the devs then.
I don't want to. It's a
don't
dangerous
want to?
game.
It's
That's a
gotta be
dangerous-
Think everyone,
That's a dangerous game we're playing.
Ideas? What are you going to do?
Because I'm going to end up saying something that they're going to implement, and I'm going to get yelled at.
Okay, what about silly ideas that you never be implemented?
I want to be able to fling members of my crew off the boat.
That's one thing. I often say, if you don't work with us well, then we're going to stick you on the harpoon and shoot you off.
Nah,
That
Yeah.
threat holds no weight because you can't shoot people off the harpoon. I would love to be able to put players on a harpoon and shoot them off.
no, that was totally a ridiculous idea. I don't want that to happen, because then you're going to lose manpower. Even though the guy's not helping by shooting Loch Nagar out of your flamethrower, at least he's got to fix that flamethrower when he's done.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? If you go along with that theme, with that idea of shooting people out of the ship, I would like to make them into a figure. My figurehead. Because I'm very well known for my rams. You guys know this very well, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm very well known for my rams, especially on my Paramidian, the poke. I would love to stick one of my engineers or my gunner, if they're not doing right, stick them on there, have another engineer or someone else fire the Gatling now and ram the person into the.
Ram into the.
We need crew fatalities. That's my idea. There's no way you could stand on the top of like one of these boats and just get hit with a flamethrower and just look at the fire and just walk it off like nothing.
I think the idea is that because we have chem spray, I think they'll just keep themselves covered in chem spray.
That sounds like a horrible idea.
That sounds very...
well, I think we'll probably die at the end of the match from chemical inhalation.
I still like have to
Can't
breathe.
pronounce that properly.
So there'd be that moment.
And then we respawn for the next match or something like that. That's probably what happens.
No, I think there'd be that moment where, you know, you'd be getting hit in the face with a flamethrower and you'd just be like, I need to take a breath. My lung capacity is not up to par. So you would go to take a breath and you'd inhale flamethrower and you'd still die.
Unless we're robots.
No, we're not
We could be
robots.
robots. Have you seen the new AIs?
Those
Yeah.
things are-
Maybe the AIs were before robots got better. Maybe they're the
Yeah.
old models.
They got better. Like they were sick. Like you fixed it. Like it was a toaster and then you fixed it and it became like a refrigerator. I'm not following the train of thought here.
An old version. The AI is the old version of the robots, and then the players are the new upgraded versions. That would explain why they don't catch fire.
We're just better AI to you. Is that how it is?
I see. We're just cannon fodder in her game of Pyramidian programming.
Okay, so let's move on. GoldenGlade, as I understand, they actually have their own stream.
Oh yeah.
At twitch.tv/GoldenGlade. What's
Yep.
it about?
About 50% of the time, it's me getting drunk and yelling at my TV.
That's all you do is just making jokes and yelling at your teammates.
Yeah.
What's the other percentage?
The other 50% of the time is me failing at games, which causes me to get drunk and yell at the TV some more.
Yep. Well said.
Okay, we've got about 8 minutes left. Let's have a look at the Twitch chat. Have anyone got any questions? Any questions that you want to ask GoldenGlade or Grimick?
Dasfox wants to know what we said about him. Told him he was pretty. We totally weren't talking about him. We totally
Yeah.
That's your fault. Yes, we were totally talking
said-
behind your back.
Abby, quit trying to get us in trouble. I thought we were friends. That's why we came here. Quit!
I don't know. I've got to be honest. You know, I speak my mind, man. I don't actually, but if I speak my mind, I think you guys would have got me banned by now.
I broke my headset and had to tape it back together, and I'm looking at it in the camera right now, and it looks really obnoxious. Yeah, because I can't even move this now because I taped it in place.
Yeah, it does kind of cover your eye.
That blue tack in your headphones. What?
What? No, that's Scotch tape.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it doesn't seem like I'm gonna get any questions from.
Trust me, I'm an engineer.
You know, that would be interesting to see duct tape as an engineering tool.
Yeah, it had to be. No, yeah, that's very, very true. Because duct tape is literally useful for everything.
Literally the only tools you need, and guns of the spanner and the mallet, you need WD-40, and you need duct tape. That's all you need.
Yep. So what function do you think the duct tape will have?
Well, that's a good question.
Clearly, you're going to tape the pieces of metal back to your hull.
Yeah, and I think it would also be helpful because then you could tape your crew to the harpoon. Yeah.
That was a Twitch chat is just. If you a question: if you plan on making everyone in the Grimcan competitive, training them and whatnot, how would you guys keep everyone in and schedule game? Wouldn't this limit the clan?
This is a trick question. I know who this is from.
What?
Let's that's a misconception. We don't plan on making everyone competitive. We have a lot of fun, and that's okay. It's people that want to be competitive we can train, and then new people who are new to the game we can train to be like on par, so that they can participate and stay in the game and have fun. I mean, really, it's as long as you have basic skills, you can have fun anywhere in the game. It's just like if you're a troll, then it's really hard. So we don't want to make everyone competitive. We want to make everyone good enough where they can have fun, like on their own right.
There seems to be this common misconception with, the general community about our clan, where they think we're just trying to recruit everybody. So we're this big clan, so, we always have this big pool to pull from. But ultimately, that's not our goal. Our goal is to take people in, teach them, and if they want to go their separate ways, we're not going to stop them. We're big enough, we can keep moving. And, obviously as a big clan, we're not going to be able to fulfill everybody's needs because, we still have our primary focus of keeping the new guys, trained up. And, making sure that, we're feeding, good players into the community. We're not trying to, sit here and hoard all the, skill.
I didn't actually notice another question. I'm not sure if you answered it yet. That's fucked. What was said about me?
Yeah, no, that's what we were talking about a second ago.
Yeah,
Dad's
okay.
fucked.
I'm just making sure. I just going up.
I'm falling out of my chair.
Good things that
I know another question just popped up with a question mark, but I'm trying to make sense of it. A goal. Make your experience worth it. Yeah, I think what I'm asking is that your goal? Is your goal to make the people's experience worth it? Is that what you're trying to say?
In a sense, yeah, I guess. But I think that's aiming a little low for $4. Like, am I worth $4 to you? Can I make you happy that you spent that $4?
$4? I don't know. There's so many things I could say about that.
Hey, you may only spend $4, but some of us spent $15 for adventure mode, which can be done at...
I think I spent $15.
I should totally know it.
I know, I paid way more than $4, but, yeah, I guess making people's experience worthwhile is a big thing for us. Just having fun. And, I like to think that we're more fun than a cup of coffee. Or something to that effect.
Well, I said that I probably spent the full amount as GoldenGlade says. I'm not sure. I have to check back. I joined in after watching the YouTube with PewDiePie play it.
Oh, yeah.
Don't even get me started on the PewDiePie event.
What's up with PewDiePie?
He had a bad time.
We got 3 minutes. What's up with PewDiePie?
No, I don't want to. I got to experience a PewDiePie event as a community ambassador. Not to mention, if you go to his video and you look at it, there's a point where he draws an arrow to my name. And for like the next 2 weeks, it's literally like 30 seconds into the video, but for like the next 2 weeks I got nothing but spam as a community ambassador for, how do I play with PewDiePie? Was PewDiePie cool? Is this PewDiePie? I'm like, no, I'm not. 2 weeks and nothing but spam.
It was a bad experience. We like
was PewDiePie cool?
What? Oh, yeah. I don't want to answer that because he totally came in, played in his private lobbies, and didn't really pay any attention to his fans that came to play with him.
That's the best answer. I love PewDiePie. I do enjoy PewDiePie. I watch him a few times a week. I probably won't. I shouldn't say this live on camera. But no, I enjoy it with other peeps as well. Sometimes I have got someone watching there, and that's a good. I find he's a good laugh. But it's just best not to take him seriously.
Yeah.
Good, sir. Is there anything you guys want to say before I close up?
No, I don't think so. Well, I mean, I guess besides like buy the game, join our clan, have the most fun ever in the whole wide world.
We're friendly.
Yeah.
No, we're not. We're heartfelt and sexy.
Come play with sexy.
Okay, after that, I think last time to close the stream. the match is still going. So if you guys want to,
Well, that means they're not going to get to see me and Grimick own the skies.
no, I mean we did a very good job filling up the whole
It took up a whole hour
60-minute. Yeah.
just
Nice.
joking around and being full of shenanigans. Take that, cake.
Oh, and everyone now knows that Grimace is worth about $4.
You gotta pay full price for me.
He agrees with that. Okay, so for our second can corner, we have come to a close, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. I hope everyone, viewers and guests, had fun. It's goodbye from Grimick and GoldenGlade.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. I muted my mic. I had to unmute it to say bye.
I will be here again next week with the Bully Boys with Brick, Hologram, and either Rathburn or Gilda. That's not quite decided yet. I'm trying to get some details down concrete for that. I have been Abby the Rat, the awesome host. Good night.